Cuff Studios in Los Angeles, California. We got the Week 10 Power Rankings from the bottom dwellers. We're no longer commissioner and president. We're the bottom dwellers incorporated right here. John, how are you feeling?
I would never lie to this league. I'm very disinterested right now for a multitude of reasons, and one being I stink. I stink.
Well, listen, props to us. We can both be checked out right now. We could both be saying, hey, dead last, second to last in the league right now. You could just be going off on your merry way. You could be going to a DJ set and not give a shit. But here we are. Props to us carrying this league and doing what the people want. So
Credit to us.
Without further ado, let's get right into it. I'll share that screen for you fellas if I can ever remember how. I just can never remember how.
Bottom.
Just a big green button, that's all. All right, so I'll start it off. I'm going to go with, and this is, again, Off the Cuff Studios. We haven't really made a listing. I'm going to go with Gordon Bombay, number one. He's a powerhouse. He's a tank. I was convinced that Desi was going to fall off the rails when he got on that boat and set sail across the Pacific Ocean, as Columbus did, but he was on the Atlantic Ocean, so bad reference, Cole. Anyway, just again, he's been at number one for a while, and there's not much else to say about this guy, but well done.
Yeah, solid lineup. He's going to go deep.
All right. Number two.
Number two, I got Brucey.
All right, Brucey, top of the East right now. Only member in the East that's above 500.
Yeah, and you know what? I have him this high solely because of the emergence of James Conner. That's huge for him. He's been struggling with RB2 for most of the season. So for him to get that and Saquon coming back, that's huge for him if James Conner can keep up what he did the last week.
So. Yeah, I mean, big year for Brucey's time to shine. I'm so happy for our little buck. He's grown so much.
Little Brucey, our little Bucky Buck.
Feels like this could be his year. And he's getting Saquon back and healthy. So
people are saying it might be a team of destiny.
Happy to have him at number two. Number three, I will go with our faithful JB in the CFNs, Cody. Again, just a producer. Instead of going into acting, he should have gone into producing. Get what I'm saying there? You know what I'm saying. Yeah, he's never a sexy team, but somehow just finds a way to get it done. Puts up points, and I can't hate on it.
Yeah. Like one last week by 4. I think there's a multitude of times. Again, this is off the cuff. I don't know this, but I feel like he's won every game this year by single digits.
Right? It very well could be. And listen, man, he just finds a way to get it done. I think he puts at least 3 hours a day in the fantasy football because he's nonstop fantasy. So
he hits me up, and I know he hits you up for other leagues too.
Yeah.
This guy loves the game. He loves the game.
He can't get enough, and you love to see the passion out of that GM. So hopefully he's not a Jim Kelly this year and get a fantasy championship. All right, who you have 4, Geff?
4, I have Gamber Photo, and it is big on his record as it stands and where he stands in the league right now. The team doesn't look super good right now, especially in the running back department. And yes, I'm checking it right here because I just don't know right now. But 8-2, he's a good GM. He's sticking to his guns. He hasn't really made many moves this year, so he's sticking to his guns, and I like that.
And
putting faith in your guys.
I've heard some murmurs around the league that this guy's been shopping for a running back because the big hurt piece in Derrick Henry and Chase Edmonds. So I'm hearing murmurs there could be a deal done soon for Gamber Photo. But he definitely needs to make a move and upgrade in some pieces because he got devastated by injuries. But a top tier GM, and who knows? Elijah Mitchell might break out and be a running back that could haul him to the championship. So We'll go to number five. Number five, I'm going to take on a little KK Watt action. KK Watt, his team is getting healthy. Um, again, I'm very happy. I can't say this enough. I can't stress this enough. And you know how much of a bad year it's been for me. But just to see these guys who have been towards the bottom of the barrel and like just average, these guys having a great year. Um, I've been cheering on KK Watt all year. I've been willing them to win.
Right.
I just love to see this. I love to see it.
As have I, I'm a big KK Watt fan this year. I'm hoping he can string together a few more wins because I don't think his record is indicative of his season so far. I think he's better than a 500 club, so I'm rooting for KK.
Go KK, go. Who do we have? Who do you have at six, Keffy?
Number six, I got fucking VP. VP, dude.
Oh, I feel like I always make that noise when VP comes up.
I know it's always like are you sure? Is that too high? Are you sure about this guy? Because you don't know about this guy.
You
You
don't.
don't know. He's a wild card. He's an off the cuff GM. So I mean, I don't know. It's an okay team, but there's some producers on here for sure. The second running back shouldn't be questionable for him. He doesn't know what to do there. He's not playing Ramondre. Michael Pittman might be huge for him. So I think he's a borderline playoff team.
Yeah,
Borderline.
yeah. I mean, if the Big Dipper's there and the Little Dipper, you see the North Star coming soon. You see Orion's belt. You know what I'm leading to. Are the stars aligning as he says year in and year out when he's about 6-4, he's about 6-3. Can the stars align for Uncle Tony to make the push? And yeah, again, how many times I gotta say it? We're happy for him. We cannot wait to see what he does. And I'm just sitting back here because I got no business talking about any teams, but um, I'm strapped to my seat, excited to see where this league's gonna
Right.
go.
But with our experience, we can give our insight into these teams, and you just don't know if this GM can do it. You
I
just don't
think
know.
he can. I think he can.
Okay.
So that was number six. We have number seven.
This is where it starts to get a little dicey.
Little Harry, Little
Little
Harry.
Harry.
I'm gonna go a little menage a trois action.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I like
Little
that. It's a
menage a
good pick.
trois. Um, he was rattled with injuries throughout this year. He made a big move to get Najee Harris, and cream of the crop. Cats on your pajamas, general manager. He knows football. He knows the game. But does that translate into fantasy? I don't know. Does it? Is
I
he a
don't know.
quarterback? I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, what do you have to say about this squad?
I mean, he took a shot with that trade. I don't think he came out better for it. I just it hurts getting rid of Jonathan Taylor and Zeke like that, but
Had to make a
another
move.
borderline team. If he can string together a couple wins, he's going to need Najee and Adams to really bring it through for him. I don't know, man. It's just a questionable lineup, and if he makes playoffs, how far can he really go?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm Hopefully, Dak Prescott can lead him the way.
Right, right.
That was number seven. Number eight. Geff, you're up. Number
Dude,
eight.
number 8, I'm going Team Horror.
Team Moore.
And I've been saying this all season long. I like this team. He's been getting fucked. Another GM I truly root for. Um, he's got McCaffrey back. He's putting Clyde in right now as I'm looking at it. But I love Jefferson and Jamar Chase. So who knows? If this GM strings together a few, he could be on the cusp, but he's just got to win. And I like this team and another team where the record is not showing what the team is truly capable of.
Yeah, he's going down to New Orleans this weekend. I think he's going to visit some his old college because he's got like a bunch of LSU Tigers on his team.
Go
Um,
Tigers.
Old Tigers. Um, he's got four. Look at that motherfucker. He's got four LSU Tigers on this team. You believe that? That might be a
Who's the
record.
fourth?
Joey Burrow,
Oh shit, I forgot about Clyde.
CEH, JJ, and Jamar and Joey.
Yeah.
Wow, a lot of J's too. So, yeah, a team that's their record isn't as indicative as their talent, but yes, sir. What are we? What number are we on? I just
Oh,
zoned.
9?
It's on Tigers.
We're
All
on
right,
9.
9. Did we skip anybody?
No.
Oh, number 9. I guess we gotta put this guy here. Yeah,
This
Ukraine.
fucking guy? Yeah.
Ukraine train. Ukraine train is another beatdown on El Dope Man. He beat down me the week before that.
Yeah, but it's just not saying much.
Yeah, those teams don't have much talent right now.
Mm-mm.
Um, UK, uh, you know, I don't know how many times we gotta say it, Kev, but just the questionable trades that were made just didn't set him on the right path after a hot start. And again, I always root for this guy. I want him to succeed. I want the best. I wish him nothing more than to get in the playoffs and make some noise. But he's really gonna have to lock things down. He's gonna have to tighten the hatches to make
Yeah.
to make a run.
Yeah, and he's putting a lot of faith in that Michael Carter one big week, but like, what else does he really have to show for it? So I
Yeah.
don't know. I think he's a little overhyped about his last two wins, which isn't anything to write home about. So I hope he's not overly excited for what he's got going on, because he's really got to put his head down and grind the rest of the
Yeah,
season
he
here.
does. Number 10, we have El Dope Man. El Dope Man off the he just
It's
played the
just sad to see.
Ukraine train, yes. Kamara was banged up last week. Uh hey, tough season. I know what it's like. I'm there with you right now. And we go head to head. So we don't really have to get too much into our teams because we've had it this year. We're up to here. We're sick of it.
Sick
Um,
of it.
but again,
Just pure underperformance.
yeah, even more props to us that we're here talking, that
Credit to us.
we're here putting the work in when other people be checked out.
Right.
So again, you have some talent, just underperform. It happens. The Patriots didn't win the Super Bowl every year.
It's true.
Um, Dynasties take a break sometimes. Jordan didn't win the Super Bowl. He went and retired and played baseball. So
Right. Maybe I'll
uh,
come back stronger from this. We'll
top
see.
level top level talent learns from situations like this. They learn and they assess where they lack this year and they go from there.
Right.
So number 10, El Dope Man. Number 11, I'll go Cole Gronk. I'll give myself a little pity party on the back end. I'm just gonna have to grind to not be doing the Glizzy mile. I would love to see Shane do 2 Glizzy miles in a row.
Oh, a two miler.
A 2 miler. But
Special guest
it's
for
really
him.
going to be a dogfight. And Geff, you're in there too.
I'm in the discussion.
You're in discussions.
No
Um,
doubt about it.
and yeah, I mean, I have no depth. I got nothing really brewing. I just gotta hope to God nobody gets injured, or else I'm really fucked. Um,
Talk to me really quick about Justin Herbert.
I don't really want to get into Herbert. Again, I said it before. If I saw him on the street, I'd either beat his legs or I tar and feather him. Um, and then I take him like Ludwig did and fucking ring his fucking skull. So yeah, not much to go into with that one. Anyway, hey, there might be a deal in the makings too. I've been talking. I'm trying to get a spark in my team.
Wow.
Um, and then number 12, we have Shane the Gainer, the shit heels. Yeah, I mean, again, in contention for the Glizzy Mile. Familiar territory, unlike us.
Yeah.
In the basement. Uh, just
This GM threw in the towel weeks ago.
he threw in the towel after he made a weird move. You just don't really get where his head's at. Maybe he's a little stressed with the kids. What do you think?
I think he outsmarts himself with some of these moves he
Oh
does.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's thinking one thing and it's just not right.
And like I said with Kirk, a guy who should know football, who could assess talent a little better than he does, but he just has no feel for the fantasy game. He doesn't get it. That
Doesn't
that
get
that big ass thick skull of his Nothing gets through.
All that room in there.
All that
Bunch of
room.
air. Just
And
a bunch of air.
he's got a squirrel peanut brain in there. So, um, yeah, tough nuts. Any ending remarks as we head into week? Is this week 10 we have?
Yeah, this is week 10.
This is week 11 we got. We're on week 11.
This is week 11.
Week 11. Any closing remarks?
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to give the other GMs in the league a chance this year. I think it's good for the league. I think it keeps people interested. So I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, and I really can't thank my president and my other people who stepped in for me while I was absent these past 2 weeks. Um, Long story. I don't want to get into it. Uh, I just had to take a step away from fantasy and get my mental health correct,
Right.
like Lane Johnson did, another
Right.
champion.
Right.
So I'm excited for these weeks to come. I'm always tuned in, always tuned in to YGB. I live, breathe, eat, breathe, sleep. You whatever you want to name it, whatever you want to call it. That's what I do for YGB. So thanks for being here, guys.